NHRA.TV land and YouTube. There's got some families that might tune in regularly. Right out in the stands and look at the colorful display of the ECS down there on the hill. Those are the gang that like to watch the finish line gamesmanship going on. Let's get started. Here we go. Bruce Becker, 46 pickup. He's going to dial 1106. 1114. They're diving tight, these two. Randy Beeman in the right lane. Who's going to turn on the assessment of the race after Bruce Becker, 11-10 on the 106 dial. He had a ton in the bank with the press bell down, and that was an easy win there. Max Barzell steps in at 66 fair lane from the land of Lincoln, and he's not ready to head back to the land of Lincoln yet. 13-26 in the left lane. Nathan Spinks, 57 Black Bell there on Bowling Green, Kentucky, local racer. 11-10 dial. You should see the blue fair lane move first on the handicap tree. Close it up. And then Nathan Spinks will lead the second. Max Barzell, he's trucking on down there, and there is problems set in for Nathan, and he heads over towards the wall, and he's going to find the parking brake over there. And Max, he's going down across the finish line. He had a rear view mirror in that 66 fair lane, and 1352 takes the win off the 1326 dial. He chose he has problems set in for Nathan, and we'll have to rescue that 57 Bel Air. So while I do have a quiet moment, we'll put another call out for Straight Axle Mafia. Lane 4 and 5 is where they're expecting you in that location. And this is not a class call. This is out of super stock standby call only. Not a class call, but nostalgia super stock standby only. So it looks like our race car maybe got fired up as the quad is chasing our 57 until he finds the exit ramp down there. Looks like our lights are optioned over on the green side, and that means that Bradley Arnett and Robert Alford's got to get their game face on right out here in front of us. First gen Camaro out of Alabama, Kentucky. Arnett will dial 1167 leading first, and then Robert Alford red and 1038 dial in the right lane. side of the Christmas tree. Broke out, going 10.67.7. Meanwhile, Keith Bradley goes 8.70 and he won the race. He won the race because of the fact that Darrell Nelson went too quickly. But a very strange situation there, as it was supposed to be about a 2-second offset of the Christmas tree. Certainly ended up being longer than that. But as the numbers go, Bradley's run was the better of the two because he did not break out. A brief conference will be had here at the starting line. As you can see, the two cars of Barry Clemens and Jody Blaylock Sr. will be up next. Blaylock Sr., the 1949 Hudson, a car that he has owned since the early 1970s. It did not always have a 500 cubic inch Chrysler Wind motor in it like it does now. Blaylock out of Commerce, Georgia, former home of Atlanta Dragway. Barry Clemens coming out of Dixon Springs, Tennessee. The 1196 dial, the 1964 Fairlane, a 377 cubic inch small block engine for Clemens. So we'll have some clarity here in a moment as the starting line officials huddle up down there. Blaylock's car is super unique. The 1949 Hudson. Of course, these are the cars that the fabulous Hudson Hornet, of course, these cars were so famous for the success they had in early NASCAR stock car racing. The 308 cubic inch flathead inline 6 is the factory engine. And when they began to get some racing success, the factory actually put out a high performance variant of it with twin carburetors, with twin H power engines. And then they put out an even more stout version of it for racing purposes only. Not only were they as basically powerful as both the other small V8 cars they were racing at the time, they were very, very durable. And that would come into big play on what were effectively a largely dirt track style of racing that happened in the early 1950s time frame. So the durability of the cars themselves, combined with that indestructible 308 cubic inch inline 6 is what made the Hudson Hornet such a successful car in stock car racing. Fielded by the likes of the Flock brothers. Monty Flock had one, Tim Flock had one, of course. The great Smokey Unit tuned on a Hudson Hornet, a great success early in his career as well.